Hard stops. Great for action movies, not so much for everyday driving. Stopping like a pro means being smooth, steady, and knowing exactly where to stop. Whether you're pulling up to a red light, rolling into a stop sign, or pausing for a pedestrian, there's a right way to stop. We'll cover the basics and the little details most people forget, like how to avoid that last-second jolt, how far back to stop from a crosswalk, and why your passenger's coffee shouldn't end up in their lap. Smooth stops equals confident driving, so buckle up and let's level up your stop game. Alright, let's talk about how to stop smoothly, because jerky, last-second stops, not the move. Smooth stops are all about three things: timing, pressure, and control. First up, timing. You want to start slowing down early. Give yourself time and space to stop gradually instead of slamming on the brakes at the last second. This not only makes the stop smoother, but it also gives drivers behind you more time to react safely. Now, let's talk about pressure. When you brake, press the pedal gently and smoothly. Think of it like pressing down on a hard-boiled egg. Just enough pressure to slow down without cracking it. You're not trying to squish a bug. Smooth braking keeps the ride calm and your passengers happy. And finally, control. As you slow down, ease off just a bit right before the car comes to a complete stop. That helps prevent the car from bouncing forward or your passengers doing the head bob. It also helps your stops feel more natural and professional. The goal is to bring the car to a calm, steady stop, not an abrupt or shaky one. Alright, you've got the smooth stop down. No coffee spills, no head bobs, no bug squishing, brake slams. But knowing how to stop is only half the story, because where you stop, that matters just as much. So now we're approaching a stop sign with no painted crosswalk. Looks like we can stop right here, right? Wrong. Even without painted lines, you still need to make a complete stop before the sidewalk area. This time, she stops before the sidewalk, just like she should, so pedestrians can cross safely. But now, take a look. Because she stopped before the sidewalk, she can't see oncoming traffic. So how is she supposed to know when it's safe to go? Here's the key. After she makes the complete stop before the sidewalk, she can creep forward slowly until she has a clear view of the road. If she needs to stop again before pulling out, that's totally okay. Now she can clearly see if it's safe to go. Our next challenge is an intersection with a painted crosswalk. You already know the rule here. Come to a complete stop before the crosswalk. That part's common sense. But what if you can't see oncoming traffic? Can you move forward? Just like in our last scenario, the answer again is yes. Always remember, do not enter an intersection if you can't see oncoming traffic. Just like in the last scenario, once you've made that full legal stop, this time before the crosswalk, you're allowed to slowly creep forward to improve your view. Just be sure the coast is clear before you roll forward and no pedestrians are waiting to cross. And bam! Just like that, we did another great stop. In this next scenario, there's a car in front of us that's already stopped. So how close should we stop behind it? Close enough for a friendly little love tap? Absolutely not. Your car should give other cars some breathing room. When stopping behind another vehicle, you need to stop far enough back so you can see the car's rear tires touching the pavement. If you can't see the tires touching the ground, you're too close. Leaving enough space is important because if someone rear-ends you, you don't want to get pushed into the car in front of you. Okay, let's watch one last scenario and see how our driver does. She's approaching the intersection. Will she stop before the sidewalk like she's supposed to? She's slowing down, and... oh no! What did she do wrong? She never came to a complete stop. A stop sign says stop, and so if you don't actually stop, you are breaking the law. There is a trick to know if you are fully stopped. Yes, a trick I say. When you come to a stop sign, look out your window and make sure the ground has stopped moving. If it looks like the ground isn't moving, then trust me, you aren't moving. Let's give our driver a chance to redeem herself. The pressure is on. Will she stop? She does! Now she is creeping forward to see if it is safe to go, and she goes. And one last tip. Every time you're about to hit the brakes, make sure to check your rear view mirror. This lets you see if the driver behind you is paying attention and leaving enough space. If they're following too closely, a sudden stop could lead them to rear-ending you. So if someone's tailgating, be extra careful, slow down gradually to give them more time to react and reduce the risk of a crash. Alright, let's recap. Smooth stops, safe distances, and smart stopping points all make a big difference. Whether you're stopping at a sign behind another car, or just easing up to a crosswalk, it's not just about following rules. It's about being aware, respectful, and in control. The more intentional you are with your stops, the more confident and safe you'll be behind the wheel. Keep practicing, stay alert, and remember, how and where you stop says a lot about the kind of driver you are.